So guys, I had to record this because apparently the people that were attending my class, they did not tell me that I was not recording and the lesson was flowing. Shame. But yeah, I'll just do this. We ended here. So what is macroeconomics? What is macroeconomics? Macroeconomics, I'm going first, guys, because I also want to rest, but I don't want to sleep having not completed this task. Macroeconomics, we're studying the economy as a whole. We look at total production by everyone and all the firms, income, expenditure by households, economic growth. Economic growth, we as usual, it's just economic. So it means that we're studying the economy as a whole. Unemployment, inflation. And then, so it's just to, like, when you ask a question and they give you these options, they say which one is part of macroeconomics. They give you total production, income, expenditure, economic growth. Like to be able to see what's okay, is this macro or is it micro? Because the only difference here is that with um the only difference here is that with macroeconomics, we're studying the economy, and with micro, we're studying the behaviors of the individual. So to see what's okay, this is macro or this is macro, just think of what's okay, does this affect me only, or does it affect me and other people or everyone else? Total production. Total production. Obviously, it's the production by every individuals, all the firms, and total production in the economy, nje, income, expenditure, economic growth, unemployment. Unemployment will never affect you only. It affects everyone else as well. We can't say there's unemployment in the economy when you are just the only person who's not working. You understand? Inflation and so on. Then microeconomics is studying the behaviors of the individuals. I feel like I'm going too fast. Microeconomics, we're studying the behavior of the individuals, like consumers and firms. Consumers are the same as households. It's the same thing. Consumer can be replaced by households. And then firms, they decide what to produce, how to produce, and then at what price. And also we study demand and supply. So guys, when you see a consumer and a firm, already you must think there's going to be demand and supply affected because who is demanding? It's the consumers, it's you and me, the households. We're demanding goods and services. We want something that we're going to buy. And then who is supplying? It's the producers. And they always have to ask themselves, okay, what do you produce? How do you produce it? And at what price? Yeah, so the difference here is that in macro, it's broad, it's big. We're studying the economy. And micro, it's something that is micro, is something that is small. So here we're just studying the behavior of the individuals. And who are those individuals? The customers and the firms. And then positive statements and normative statement. A positive statement is a fact. Positive statement is a statement it can be proven. So for example, if you tell me that VAT increased from 15% to 17%, and if I tell you that and you say, no, you're lying, I'm like, okay, let's go to Google. I go to Google, I show you the proof. So positive statement can be proved. Even if they're not correct, I could say the VAT increased from 15% to 20%, and you can argue with me and say I'm wrong. But if you can prove it, that it is wrong, then it's a positive statement because a positive statement, it can be proven as well. It's not just a fact. And then a normative statement is just an opinion again. A person might say economics is the only subject that matter. It might matter to you, it might not matter to me because I'm not even studying towards being an economist or anything. I'm just doing dramatic arts. So I don't even care if economics matter or doesn't matter. This is just your opinion. I will not even entertain it if I'm someone who's doing art. You understand? So a normative statement is an opinion. And then we have some common mistakes in economics reasoning. To the previous people that I was explaining, I did mention that I'm with this explanation, the last one, number 4 and 5, I can't even explain it, what it means. Even these I can't because I had to watch some videos on YouTube and also do a research. But like I'm going to try and tell you guys what I know so that at least when you go to a test, then you have an idea as to what um these common mistakes in economics reasoning mean and how to identify them. Because in the outcomes, they do say that you must be able to identify them. They don't say you must explain them. Let me go back. They just say you must be able to to identify. So I'm thinking maybe there's going to be a scenario and then we have to identify which common mistakes of reasoning it is, but we're not going to be asked to explain. So just know the definition or either just cram it in J if possible. So the blanket approach is basically bias thinking. And I got this definition from Google. It's bias thinking. So some common mistakes in economics that economics make when reasoning is bias thinking. And then I can't even explain that. And then fallacy of composition. This basically means that what is true of one part is true to the whole. So in um I want to give an example. Okay, so for example, you say that I also read that somewhere, it's not economics related, but for example, you are watching a soccer game and you can't see in the you don't have a clear view, then you stand up. Then someone who's behind you says, okay, because he stood up and now he has a clear view, let me also stand up. But he is tall, you are short. You standing up will not affect other people's view, but he is tall. So if he stands up, other people will not be able to see. Because also, he can see even when he's sitting. So the fallacy of composition is saying what might be true to one is not true to the whole. Because if that person can see when they are seated, doesn't mean that they should stand also to be able to have a clear view. You understand? I hope you guys do understand this. And then post hoc, ergo propter hoc, it just basically means this one here. The first event caused the second event to occur. It's also the mistake that economists made when they reasoned to say that because the first event occurred first, therefore the second event is the reason of the first event. That is why the second event is occurring. For instance, this is a good example. I came up with this one to say that because before it rains, the clouds first get darker. We all know that. And everyone always says, okay, now the cloud is dark, it's going to rain. People always say that. So because it's the cloud is darker, then it rains. Then we say, okay, because it rained, it is probably because the cloud got darker, which is also a mistake that economists made to say the first event caused the second event to occur. It might happen that it was going to rain, whether the clouds got darker or stayed blue. It was going to rain. But now we make that mistake as well. Correlation and causation, no, one event is not a cause of another. Levels and rates of change, I also can't explain that. And then let's do because I also did and it was so nice, shame, because people were participating. Now I'm just explaining J. So let's do the tutorial question. I don't know what's going on with my I'm trying to open it and it just kept doing its own thing. And my laptop is tired. Okay, so here, Betty, suppose chapter one, what economics is all about. Suppose we have a company that utilizes all its resources to produce pillows of linen sheet. And then they say find below the quantities that can be produced in one day. And then they say sketch the company's production possibility curve frontier. Um, I will not sketch this because I'll just open the solution and show you guys how it looks like. Okay, let me do justice because now I'm recording and just do it. Because this is the video that people are going to see. Okay, guys, let me just do this. So what I usually do when I have to plot the production possibility curve, I draw the curve J, mean as it is. Because you see, guys, if I start by by plotting the points first like this, like saying, okay, this is 42 is to 2-ish. If if I start like this, usually when I used to do it like back in high school, but now I have a strategy. So if I say, okay, 35 is to 3, 42 is to 2, 20 is to 0, then, oh no, 20 is to 0 is definitely, then it it doesn't look like a pregnant lady if I do it like this. My thing would always like be like this, you know. But I learned a new techniques to just start by drawing the curve and then plotting the coordinates. So what I do when I have to draw this, I just start by doing this, yo. But you guys, you see what I'm trying to do here. Okay, let me just do this. I start by doing this, yo, I. Okay, I just do this, and then forget about this line, and then I'll say, here we have what? We have our pillows on this side. Oh, okay, a very important thing. You must firstly say P, PPF as your heading. Don't forget this part. Then you underline. Then here you say, okay, here you have your pillows. Then here you have your linen. And then your pillows here, if you focus on them, you can produce 50. You write your 50 here. And then if you focus on the linen sheet, you can produce 5. Then you write your 5 here. Then for the other coordinates, you just use your rule. I usually use my ruler so that the spaces are equal and also for it to look decent. So I'll just use my ruler and then say, okay, this is 47, this is 42, this is 35, this is 20, and here I have 0. Then come this side again, say this is 1. Oh my goodness. Okay, this is 1. But you guys see what I'm trying to say. This is 2, this is 3, this is 4. And then I just draw a line here and then I plot. This is the first dot, this is the second dot. Okay, so we have A, B, C, and D. A, B, C, D, E, and F. Oh, basta magpalito F na. Let's just do this. And F. And then also, guys, don't forget to write the coordinates. Open brackets here, put 47. 47 is to 1. And also do the same here with all the possibilities here. Do the same. Because sometimes it might happen that you have 50 here, you have 40 here, and 47 is in between, but the marker can't see because in between there is 47. But if you do it like this, then you're showing clearly, okay, this point B is 47 is to 1. So we've drawn our PPF, and then it say indicates which bundle on the PPF would be attainable and efficient. So guys, I did say on the previous lesson that we had that, let me just explain everything. So after here, I can just shout the answers. Inside here, the PPF, this point, let me just say this is point, outside here, it's going to be point Z. And then here, I'm going to say this is point what, guys? Okay, let me just say, okay, let me just say X. X, so this is point X. So if the business is producing along the combinations here along the PP curve, they are producing efficiently. They're using all their resources fully to produce these combinations. These combinations can be produced if all the resources are used fully and efficiently. And we say these combinations, they are attainable and they are efficient. So A, B, C, D, Manbani, they are all attainable and efficient. This is what we can produce if all our resources are used fully. You understand? And this also indicates choice because along this curve, choices are made in terms of, okay, should we produce at point A? Should we produce at point B? Should we produce at point C? Should we produce at point E? which combinations do we prefer? As the years goes, we will calculate the best point between these two, because at the moment we're saying all these points are attainable and efficient, but there is one point here which is the most efficient than others. I don't want to go there though. So yeah. So here we also have our choices are represented by um are represented in the, what's this? Production possibility curve here along the production possibility curve. Also in this curve, it also indicates opportunity cost, because as we're producing more of the linen, as you can see, the linen are increasing, it's going this side. We have to forego more pillows. We forego more pillows in order to produce what? More linen, which is indicated also in the shape of the PP curve. Also here, the what is illustrated by this, the concave, it's increasing opportunity cost. To say that as we produce more linen sheet, we forego more pillows, which increase our opportunity cost. Let me just do this calculation. I know it's early because we're going to calculate it eventually, but let me just do it. So here our opportunity cost is 0 because we're producing 0 sheets and 50 pillows. So the opportunity cost of producing 50 pillows is 0 sheets. We basically don't have any opportunity cost here. And then as we increase the production of sheets, we have to forgo pillows. So say 50 minus 47, which is 3. So we forgo what? 3 pillows. And then also to increase from 1 to 2, how many now do we have to forgo? Is 5. 5 pillows. And then also 7, 15, and 20. So as you're producing more pillows, you have to forgo, as you're producing more linen sheets, as the production of linen sheets increases, you have to forgo more pillows. So I would assume that maybe in this factory or in this firm, they see that no, the demand for sheets is increasing. So they're just taking all their material and they're moving them from producing pillows and they're using them to produce linen sheets. That's what is happening here. So as they produce more linen sheets, the opportunity cost of producing linen sheets is increasing. As you can see, it was 0, it's 3, it's 5, it's 7, it's 15, it's 20. So which is why we say here along the PP curve, the shape of the concave, it indicates increasing opportunity cost. Meaning that as you produce more of sheets, you're foregoing more of the pillows. It's illustrated here. So what have I included? Opportunity cost, choice, the concave, and also the shape of the PPF, it is negatively sloping. So to show the inverse relationship that these combination have in terms of the fact that if you produce more of this, you have to forgo more of the other, just that. And so, okay, I've explained in regards to these points here, which is here which is point X, which is inside the PP curve or below the PP curve. We say this one is efficient. No, is attainable. This one. We can produce this combination. It could be, I don't know, here. Let's say it's this combination, which is 1 and probably say 1 and 4. Just an example. So you can produce 4 pillows and 1 sheet. This combination, you can do it, is attainable. But is it efficient? No. This combination is inefficient. Why? Because why would you produce less when you could produce more? why would you want to limit yourself when you can produce more and yeah, because basically this company is not producing to their fullest capacity. They have the resources which enables them to produce here 50 pillows and 5 linen if they want, but they're limiting themselves, they're producing 1 and 4. So that's why we say producing inside the PP curve or below the PP curve, it indicates okay, it is if it is attainable, but it shows that it is inefficient because the entity has more resources to produce more than this. So they are basically underutilizing their resources. And then outside the PP curve, this point illustrates scarcity. This one we cannot produce here. We cannot produce above the PP curve because we do not have the resources. As I mentioned earlier, that if we use all our resources, we can produce these combination here. So now where are we going to get the resources to produce at this point? Because if we produce here, then it means we have used all our resources. So this one is unattainable and also it is inefficient because we don't have the resources to produce outside here because of what of scarcity, having limited resources. So now let's answer 2.1. They say indicates which bundle on the PPF would be attainable and efficient. This one is attainable, but is it efficient? No, it's inefficient because we have more resource. We are not using our resources to its fullest. And then here it is attainable, but is it efficient? Yes, it is efficient because we're using all our resources fully and efficiently. And then here, Basifood indicates which bundle on the PPC is attainable and inefficient. This one here, is it attainable? Yes, it is attainable, but is it efficient? No, it is inefficient because we're not producing to our fullest capacity. So we are limiting ourselves basically here. We can produce more and producing less. So it is inefficient. It indicates which bundle on the PPC is unattainable. It's this point outside. Why? Because we do not have the resources to produce outside the PPF. We do not have the resources, which also indicates what? Scarcity. And then they say, let's us assume that the company decides to increase the production of linen sheets all the time. Calculate the opportunity cost. We've already calculated the opportunity cost here at 0, 3, 5, 7, 15, 20, and it is increasing. And then they say, suppose a better technology in the production of linen sheets is discovered. So I'd have to draw this. I don't want to cancel this because I might use it. So we have this, we have linen sheets, we have pillows. So we are producing 5 linen sheets and 50 pillows. And then they say, suppose a better technology in the production, okay, of linen sheets is discovered. So one person might assume that because I said on the previous slide, on our first meeting, then if there's an increase in technology, that basically means economic growth. So the curve should shift like this for all the goods that we're producing like this. You wouldn't be wrong, but here it's just that you didn't read the required. It says here, suppose a better technology in the production of linen sheets. So they are specific to say in the production of linen sheets. If they only said technology in the production is discovered, probably you would have done this because technology it leads to economic growth. And if we have economic growth, then we can increase our production. But here they only discovered technology in the production of linen sheets. Maybe they got a new machine, more advanced machine to produce linen sheets. So it basically means here only the linen sheets will increase. So initially we produced 50 pillows and 0 linen or 5 linen and 0 sheet. But now since we have discovered new technology in the production of linen, our linen are going to increase. So your graph will shift like this, like this. And then from 5 maybe to 10. So initially you could produce 5 linen because of an increase in technology, now you can produce 10. And you see, for the pillows, it's still at 50 because nothing has happened. We haven't gotten maybe new techniques or new technology to produce pillows. No. So with the resources that we had, we can produce 50 pillows. And then with the resources that we had, plus a new technology in the production of sheets, we can now produce what? An extra 5 linen sheets, which gives us a total of 10. Now we can produce 10 linen sheets. And then let's go on, let's move on. They say briefly explain why the shape of the PPF is concave. I did explain this, but it's concave because it represents increasing opportunity cost. And then you also explain ukuthi increasing opportunity cost, wait, uqhamuke kanjani? Because as you produce more of the linen sheets, you have to give up more of the pillows. And then also they say, what does the production possibility curve represent? Basically, here they just want you to give the definition of the production possibility curve, which is it represents the combination. It's a combination of two goods, the linen and the pillows, that can be produced if our resources are used fully and efficiently. And then discuss the rationale behind increasing opportunity cost. Here, they still want you to explain the same thing as concave scoop because increasing opportunity cost is indicated by the concave shape of the PPF, which means that as you produce more of the other good, you have to give up more of the other. Explain with an aid of a production possibility frontier. Scarcity. Scarcity is point Z. This one is represented by this point. It shows that we have limited resources. We can't produce this point because we have limited resources. We don't have enough resources to increase our production up to this point. Choices. Choices are seen here along the PP curve in our combinations that we have. We need to make choices. And then opportunity cost. Opportunity cost also is here. As you produce more of the other, you give up the other. What's this? The definition says it's the value of the best alternative that has been forgone. We didn't get to this part with the other group, but I'll just do it. Also, something that you guys should be on a lookout for. This question here. Someone came up with the question to say, here they say, let us assume the company decide to increase the production of linen sheets all the time, calculate the opportunity cost from possibility A to F. And then we just found the difference from here to here. You see, we got the difference. And then the person was saying, why are we not using the formula which says loss over gain, which is used to calculate the value of the opportunity cost? So my answer is that we use that formula to calculate the value of the opportunity cost, not just the opportunity cost, because you have to be careful of what the question is saying. The question is saying here, calculate the opportunity cost from possibility A to F. Assume that the company decides to increase the production of linen sheets all the time. And then they say calculate the opportunity cost from A to F. Just that. And the question which was asked in class, I don't remember it exactly, but the lecturer first said, if you calculate the opportunity cost for one additional fish. It was something like that though. One additional fish from point B to C. You see, the question is different, but I did promise them that I'll get a question like that. Then we'll try to do it together before we do chapter 2. We'll try to do that question. Maybe I'll get it online or somewhere. Yeah, but you must be careful of the question to read the question and understand what it wants. Whenever you have to use that formula of loss over gain, they must have said something about the value and the opportunity cost. Because when you use the formula, now we're looking for the value. But here we're just looking for the opportunity cost, which is the value of the business that was forgone. But now when they say calculate the opportunity cost of one extra basket from point B to C, now it's a different story. Okay, and here, let me remove this. Um, okay, so here they say draw the production process. I know, guys, I'm not gonna show this one. You guys know how it looks like. It's like a pregnant lady. And before you even put your points, you should just start by doing this. Oh, no. Firstly, write PP, PPC or PPF, underline. Then you say, this is your videos. This is your woolen manmani. Then here you have 4. Then here you have 30. And then you use your ruler again to find the other points and then you plot them. But you calculate the opportunity cost from A to D. Here you should be careful. If they say opportunity cost from A to D, so you ignore B and C. You only look at A, B. So you're gonna say 15 minus 30. Because what happened from A to B, you're gonna say 30 minus 15. Because what happened from A to B is that the company decided to produce more of the videos from 0 to 3, which means that they forgot what woolen hats, because now the woolen hats were 30, now they are 15. So basically you just say 30 minus 15, which is 15 here. And then B to C, B to C. So what happened here at B to C, the company also decided to produce more of videos and forgo woolen hats. So you say 29 minus 25, which is 4. So you just write 4. And then from E to D, E to D, be careful here, it's going this way. So you forget that, okay, this is E, but you start with D before E. No. So now we'll assume that, okay, the company here was producing 0 woolen hats and 4 videos. And then they decide to decrease their videos from 4 to 3 in order to increase the production of hats from 0 to 15. So the opportunity cost of producing this 15 woolen hats is 4 minus 3, which is 1. And then also from C to A, C to A, it's going this way. Don't say, okay, the question says from C to A and you say A to C. No, don't correct the question. It's C to A. So what happened here is that they were producing 25 hats and then they increased the hat to 30 and they're producing 2 videos and they decreased the videos to 0. So what happened here, they forgone videos in order to increase the production of hats. So you basically say 2 minus 0, which is 2. Yeah, guys, that was all. I hope you guys find these lesson effective, and yeah, please do let me know what you guys think. Please let me know what you guys think. Let me just explain the PPF. No, but I did explain it. I did explain. Let me just close this. Yeah, guys, please come up with other fun questions that we can do, and yeah, we can study together and do this thing. Econ is fun, is interesting. It's iyenzeka, man. Thank you guys for watching my videos, and yeah.